As we travel around the world, we finally experience a unique and curious daily life. Things that are so ordinary at home are sometimes not even seen by foreigners and are not used in a completely different way. The world is beautiful in its diversity. However, it is better to know the peculiarities of life in different parts of the world, so as not to get into trouble during your vacation or move. Forewarned is forearmed, and it is useful for general development. In Georgia, navigating elevator rides can be quite an experience as users literally pay for their ride. Inside the elevator cabin, there's a small metal box where passengers must drop a coin, specifically 10 tetri, about $3.5, to access their desired floor. This unique payment system highlights the local approach to maintaining the functionality of these lifts. However, users should be aware that the older elevators in many buildings only allow for a single stop, which means that if passengers on different floors need to get to their destinations, someone will inevitably have to take the stairs. On the other hand, if you find yourself in a building equipped with a newer elevator, you're in for a more convenient ride. These modern elevators permit multiple stops, allowing each passenger to drop a coin each time they wish to disembark. It's worth noting that descents are also charged, ensuring that the funds collected contribute directly to the repair and maintenance of the elevators. This system not only helps keep the elevators operational, but also fosters a sense of shared responsibility among residents for the upkeep of their buildings. Overall, while the coin-operated system might seem unconventional to visitors, it reflects the resourcefulness of the local community in maintaining essential services. In Colombia, communication goes beyond words and gestures, with unique customs that reflect the culture's warmth and expressiveness. Pointing with lips instead of fingers is a fascinating quirk that showcases the country's emphasis on politeness and respect. In this vibrant culture, using a finger to point is often seen as impolite or aggressive, so Colombians have developed this playful alternative. To direct someone's attention, you simply pucker your lips and quickly gesture toward the object or person in question. This fleeting motion not only avoids the rudeness associated with finger pointing, but also adds a touch of charm to everyday interactions. This lip-pointing technique is widely accepted and recognized throughout the country, and it highlights how deeply ingrained cultural norms can shape communication styles. Locals often master this subtle skill, using it effortlessly in various social situations. Whether in bustling markets, crowded streets, or casual gatherings, you'll likely see this unique gesture in action. Embracing such customs can enhance your travel experience, allowing for deeper connections with locals and a greater appreciation for Colombia's rich cultural tapestry. So when in Colombia, remember to pucker up and point with your lips. It's not just a habit, it's a delightful part of the experience. In France, the protection of tenants during the winter months is a vital aspect of housing law, reflecting the country's commitment to social welfare. From October to April, landlords are prohibited from evicting tenants who may find themselves in financial distress. This law is designed to prevent vulnerable individuals from facing harsh winter conditions without shelter, acknowledging the potential life-threatening consequences of eviction during these cold months. Additionally, landlords are not allowed to cut off essential services like electricity or gas, ensuring that tenants have access to heat and basic amenities. Violating these regulations can result in hefty fines, reaching up to 30,000 euros. This legal framework encourages landlords to consider alternatives to eviction, as the costs associated with legal proceedings and potential fines often outweigh the benefits. Many landlords may choose to allow tenants to remain in their homes, understanding that supporting them during difficult times can ultimately be more practical than pursuing an eviction. This approach fosters a sense of community and responsibility within French society, emphasizing the importance of compassion in housing matters. In Holland, many people live in boats. Old barges parked on both sides of the canals are a peculiar feature of Holland. But who would have thought that someone lives there permanently? The boats look a little cramped from the outside, but inside there is everything you need for a normal lifestyle: kitchen, bedroom, living room, sewerage, and electricity. At first, people were attracted by the relative cheapness and a certain freedom of movement. You can always change your address while staying in the same house. Floating homes became more and more in demand, and there were fewer and fewer free parking spaces on the canals. Over time, the government introduced a rule. Now each boat has a specific place. and if the owner of such a house wants to move, then he must make a request for another parking lot and officially register at the new address. In Israel, renting an apartment comes with specific financial arrangements that potential tenants should be aware of. When entering into a rental agreement, it's common practice to pay a full year's rent in advance. This involves providing the landlord with checks totaling 12 months' worth of rent, which ensures the landlord has guaranteed income for the year. Additionally, a separate check is typically required as a security deposit, often equivalent to 1 month's rent. This deposit is held by the landlord to cover any potential damages or unpaid rent. Once the rental agreement is in place, the landlord cashes the monthly rent check on a predetermined date each month. It's crucial for tenants to maintain sufficient funds in their accounts to avoid bounced checks, which can lead to penalties or even eviction. Should circumstances change and a tenant wishes to terminate the lease early, they must notify the landlord well in advance, usually within a 60 to 90-day time frame. This notice period allows landlords to find new tenants and mitigates the financial impact of losing a renter. Understanding these terms is essential for anyone considering renting in Israel, as they reflect the country's unique rental market practices. In Switzerland, to get a dog, you need to get a bunch of certificates and permits. There are no restrictions or rules regarding cat ownership. The main thing is that the owner can provide proper care and take the animal to the veterinarian. It's more difficult with a dog. You need to register it, provide documents and certificates about yourself and your income. The owner is also required to pay an annual tax. For example, in Bern, it is 115 francs, about $136. The Swiss believe that rabbits, guinea pigs, and parrots are social animals and suffer if kept alone. The law obliges the owners of such pets to provide them with contact with representatives of their species. The rules also stipulate the minimum cage sizes and maintenance standards. In England, water conservation is taken very seriously due to its high cost, prompting families to adopt creative strategies to minimize usage. For instance, it's common for households to run a single bath for the entire family, with each member taking turns to enjoy a soak. This approach not only saves water but also maximizes the use of energy by heating water just once. Similarly, when it comes to washing dishes, many residents fill the sink with soapy water rather than running the tap continuously. After soaking, they often wipe dishes with a towel instead of rinsing them, allowing soap to dry naturally. This method significantly reduces water waste, showcasing the British knack for efficiency. Moreover, the emphasis on quick showers further emphasizes the commitment to water saving. British households, much like their German counterparts, often prioritize swift showers to limit water consumption, with many aiming to finish in under 5 minutes. Despite these various water-saving techniques, the financial impact is still considerable. The average annual water bill can reach around $270. This high cost drives residents to continually seek innovative ways to conserve water, making it a priority in their daily routines. With rising awareness of environmental issues, the push for water efficiency in the UK is not just a matter of personal savings, but also reflects a broader commitment to sustainability and responsible resource management. In India, bargaining is an essential skill that reflects not only the culture of commerce, but also the intricate dance of negotiation. Unlike the straightforward back-and-forth approach commonly seen in Europe, where an initial price is set and both parties work toward a compromise, bargaining in India requires a different strategy. When faced with a price you find too high, it's crucial to dismiss the seller's initial offer outright. By highlighting the flaws or shortcomings of the item, whether it's a perceived lack of quality, style, or even a preference for competing products, you create a narrative that encourages the seller to reconsider their price. Additionally, body language plays a significant role in successful bargaining. Demonstrating disinterest is key. Avoid showing enthusiasm or eagerness for the item. Instead, casually inspecting other goods or even pretending to leave the stall can signal to the seller that you're not desperate to make a purchase. This tactic can provoke the seller to offer you better deals, often resulting in substantial discounts that can sometimes reach up to 50% off or more. As a bonus, developing a rapport with the seller can further enhance your bargaining power, leading to a more enjoyable and rewarding shopping experience in India's vibrant markets. In Italy, this unique form of communication, where a call is made and then immediately disconnected, serves as an unspoken language that transcends the need for lengthy conversations. This custom, often referred to as tap on the phone, is a clever way for locals to convey messages without incurring the costs associated with phone calls. The cultural significance of this practice is rooted in the Italian way of life, where quick exchanges and nonverbal cues are often preferred over lengthy discussions. Each call carries its own meaning, understood intuitively by Italians. For example, if someone is running late to a meeting, a quick call can serve as an acknowledgement of the delay, expressing urgency without needing to elaborate. Among lovers, these brief calls are a way to maintain a connection, signaling thoughts of affection and longing even when miles apart. Friends also utilize this method. A quick call can simply check in, conveying camaraderie and concern in an instant. This practice highlights the creativity and efficiency of Italian communication, showcasing how cultural nuances can enrich interpersonal relationships while minimizing unnecessary costs. In a world increasingly reliant on digital communication, Italy's tradition stands out as a charming reminder of the power of simplicity and understanding in human interactions. In Norway, the concept of a studio apartment differs significantly from what many might expect. Here, a one-room apartment often includes not just a bedroom area, but also a designated kitchen and living space, making it a functional choice for urban living. While these spaces can be open-plan, Norwegians value having a separate bedroom, ensuring they have a private retreat for rest. This distinction is important in a culture that prioritizes personal space and comfort. Moreover, this arrangement reflects broader societal norms regarding hospitality. It's not common for Norwegians to entertain guests in their bedrooms, as privacy is highly respected. Instead, social gatherings typically take place in the living room or kitchen, where friends and family can enjoy each other's company in a more communal setting. This approach allows for a relaxed atmosphere, enabling conversations to flow freely without the awkwardness of being in someone's personal sleeping space. Additionally, the design of Norwegian apartments often emphasizes minimalism and functionality, making them cozy and inviting, perfect for both daily living and hosting. In Sweden, the cultural expectation for young adults to establish independence is deeply ingrained, often leading to a significant shift in family dynamics. Sharing living space with parents beyond the age of 25 is generally viewed as abnormal. The educational system emphasizes fostering independent thinking and self-reliance from an early age, creating a societal norm where leaving the parental home around 18 to 19 years is considered ideal. This contrasts sharply with other European countries where the average age for young adults to move out is around 26 years. As a result, many Swedish youths transition into adulthood with a strong sense of autonomy, yet this independence can come at a cost. Interestingly, while the desire for independence is celebrated, it also fosters a sense of isolation among many young Swedes. With over half of Swedish households consisting of single-person units, the highest percentage in the European Union, relationships with family members can become distant. Young adults often find themselves living apart from their relatives, leading to infrequent visits and, in some cases, a complete breakdown in communication. Despite their independence, many young people express feelings of loneliness and a lack of emotional support, as the cultural emphasis on self-sufficiency may leave them without close connections to discuss their thoughts and feelings. This paradox highlights the complexity of independence in Sweden, where the quest for personal freedom sometimes leads to social isolation. In Germany, the concept of Sunday as a day of rest is deeply ingrained in the culture, leading to significant restrictions on retail activities. Most shops and supermarkets close their doors on Sundays, making it challenging for those who forget to stock up on groceries during the week. This means that planning ahead is crucial for visitors and residents alike. Saturdays often become bustling shopping days as people rush to complete their errands before the weekend lull. While grocery shopping might be off the table on Sundays, there are a few alternatives for obtaining essential items. Many gas stations remain open and offer a selection of basic groceries, snacks, and beverages. Additionally, some bakeries and convenience stores may operate limited hours, allowing for the purchase of fresh bread or pastries. Despite these exceptions, it's wise to prepare in advance to ensure you have everything you need for the weekend, especially if you're planning to explore Germany's beautiful sights and attractions. As we journey through various countries, we uncover unique aspects of daily life that not only enrich our travel experiences but also deepen our understanding of cultural diversity. From Georgia's coin-operated elevators to Colombia's charming lip-pointing communication, each culture presents its own set of customs and practices that may surprise or delight us. Whether it's navigating grocery shopping in Germany or understanding rental agreements in Israel, these insights help us adapt and thrive in new environments. Embracing these peculiarities not only enhances our travels, but also fosters a sense of respect and appreciation for the people and traditions we encounter. So, as you explore the world, remember to keep an open mind and a curious spirit. If you enjoyed this exploration of cultural quirks, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating insights from around the globe. Your support helps us continue sharing these incredible stories.